Hello, everybody. Um, this is Jay Takashi, guys. I wish I was having this stream with best of tensions, but this stream is literally going to be about the recent incident that occurred yesterday, and I'm not in the best of spirits because of it. But this needs to be spoken about, and I have to not be in my emotion and actually go with logic right now because I am really pissed off right now. On the inside, I'm really torn. I try to keep myself up, try to keep myself in some spirits today, but I really couldn't. I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but it was like 50-50, like on and off. So I just want people to understand that atrocities in America happen a lot. And every year, and for me, it's like every year there's a freaking shooting or an incident that I do not freaking co-sign and that I'm not fond of hearing. And I'm just torn and hurt every time I hear innocent bystanders get hurt. Um, and to my man, let's talk a better life, brother. Yes, I still do. Um, I got the link in the stream. There's gonna be people on here, but this is gonna be a tribute stream too. We're gonna talk about some things, and I'm gonna do a tribute to these people. This is more, and this stream is not going to be uploaded here tonight. I'm not gonna upload this shit because I'm gonna be playing a particular type of piece, a particular song to honor the memory of the people, to honor the people who have passed away, all those youngling people. So I'm going to be doing that. And if anybody wants to come on, we can talk about this. If not, trust me, it'll just be me. I don't have no problem with that because I got to get out what I got to get out because this is fucking terrible right now. I need to really get this out. So first of all, let me say this. I want to say shout out to the hearts out there who are hurting right now. The people who have lost people in the atrocity that occurred yesterday. My heart, my soul, my mind, and my emotions are with you. And I'm fuck. It's just fucking terrible, guys. I don't have my lighting on right now because this needs to be done for a little bit right now until I get my spirits a little bit up. I'm doing this for those people who have passed away. I am doing this for the people who have suffered at the hands of a person that had a weapon and decided to fire it on innocent young kids. I am not, like I said, I'm not in the best of mood right now with this shit because I just want people to understand that this is a real problem we've been having throughout this entire country right now. And like I said, it's every year it feels like there's freaking mass amount. There's like a school shooting or a mass incident of shootings, and I'm getting fucking fed up with it. I'm getting tired of it. It's to the point now where you're gonna start. First of all, you're gonna make a lot of people go out and do things themselves that they don't want to do to take care of things. If our so-called senators slash Congress don't do anything about this, it's gonna, trust me, there's definitely going to be a retaliation of the order and and a necessary one at that. Because every year we go through this shit and it's just like, we just give out condolences and that's the end of it. And I'm fucking fed up with that shit. I don't have any kids right now. I might I'm seeing somebody, but at the same time, I don't, like I said, I don't have any kids right now. I got nieces and nephews out there, y'all. As much as I don't get a chance to speak to them, as much as I don't get to visit them often, I'm just hoping that they're okay every goddamn day. If anything, I am. As much as I love my brothers, those are my nieces and nephews. They're my family. By my brothers being a part of my lives, I have to always wonder if they're okay too. And it's not just a question of gun control. It's more of us getting on lines and hammering this shit down and trying to figure out what things can we do to make our country safer, better for our kids, better for people to walk out, and better to go into public places and not have to be in fear of our lives. Because like I tell people, I'm getting freaking fed up. The reason why I'm always the way I am And brother Clarence, I'm gonna let you on in a second. I'm just gonna get this out real quick, brother. The reason I am because of who I am is because of the people who took care of me, but also because of the environment that shaped me in a sense. I'm not. I've never been one just to sit down and don't do anything. I'm not an affirmative action, but I'm more of let's get this done. Whatever we got to do change, I'm with it. But the difference is I got to make sure that you are in the best hearts of people. You're doing it for the reason of why these people are hurt and suffering, because we don't want atrocities happening around to other people who can't defend themselves, or people who have had psychological issues that want make them want to go and do shit like this, because there's no reason to involve young kids into bullshit. I've said this before. When you to me, I'm gonna say this: when you fuck with kids, you piss me off to the highest level where your life is forfeit, valueless. Your life becomes valueless to me, and I don't care whether you have a family or not. It's more often than not, it's more often than not you've taken lives of to hurt other people. So therefore, now we have to take matters in our hands to make sure that this shit doesn't happen again, so that you don't do it. Brother Clarence, I'm gonna let you up right now.
Sir,
How you doing, sir?
what's going on, big brother? How you doing?
I'm conflicted, but I'm trying to be all right.
Yeah,
Um, I know you have a stream on this tomorrow. I'm gonna try to join it. Uh,
yeah.
I'm gonna try and join it because I know I have a chill out session tomorrow. I don't know if I'll even do one tomorrow personally now because of the shit. But but the thing is for me, I'm just tired of this shit. And even though the people in the country who I talked to today, I'm like, yeah, because of the incident, I'm not in the best mood, and I've told them. And like I said, they don't mind hearing me speak, or they're really receptive to what I'm saying. That's why I like the people in the country. They really hear what you're saying. And
What's really bothering you, man? What about the situation is bothering you the most?
that it was young kids, and that somebody had an arm and just came in and shot them. And we've done this, like I said, there's been a lot of school shootings um since I've been alive. There's been a lot of school shootings, and I'm realizing that there's one in Colorado, there's another one in Texas, and and just all over the freaking America in general. I can go through 10 in my head. There's one that I have forgotten about, and that was a terrible tragedy. But if anybody watched Steve Kerr's video today of what he said, or remember that last night of what he said, I agree wholeheartedly. His family was involved and stuff like that. Well, not in the incident, but prior to a few years back. And I can pull up the text. My man Blockstick can pull it up because I'll read it out to everybody. But he said he literally put give down the info on Steve Kerr, which I didn't know about, and why he's passionate the way he was about it. Because he mentioned our people, he mentioned Asians, he mentioned Hispanics, and he mentioned Caucasian kids when he said that. When he said he's tired and fed up with this shit. And I'm like, I feel exactly how you feel, because this keep having to keep saying you're sorry, having to keep freaking just doing this, like he's done with this shit, bro. Like seriously.
Uh,
And and I have to sit down and just hear it and then go about my merry day. I don't like that shit. And I'm not saying I have to be angry just because somebody lost their life, but I just hate unjust suffering, especially when it's done to kids. And I said it earlier in my stream, brother Clarence. When you fuck with kids, you are literally on my shit list, and you're the type of person that whose life I do not care about. I
yeah,
don't care at that point. The,
uh,
the same would apply to me if I'm not saying I would ever do this, guys. I don't ever think I would do this, but I would never. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would never involve children in my bullshit. This is solely my problem, and solely my mistake or my little endeavor that I have to take care of. But I'm
uh,
not gonna involve children in my shit. I will never involve them in there.
uh,
And I got nieces and nephews that look up to me, and I got to do the best that I can to set a good example and not lose myself. But when it comes to atrocities like this, I it's the worst kind of fucking feeling.
yeah. Like you said, man, it's if you're a praying person, man, pray for the families, man, because I have three sons and a granddaughter, man. I could not imagine putting any one of them in a box and go and attending their funeral. They're supposed to attend mine, and
Right.
I don't know how I just can't comprehend going to a place that you sent your children, you dropped your children off, and they say, "That's it, it's a wrap." I just can't imagine that. So pray for those families, man. Wow.
Right. Definitely. Cool gamer. Thanks. How you doing, sir? Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate my Let's Better Talk being here. I appreciate him, brother Clarence, being here. It's the first time he's been here, so I really appreciate it. I'm sorry it was under better. I wish it was under better circumstances, but I'm glad he's here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes we need to,
Thank you, Marcus.
shout out to Brother Marcus. Yeah, sometimes we're interesting. Shout out, sometimes we need to just talk, get it out, man. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, even though we might not be personally, blood related to somebody that was in it, we still feel the pain of what these people are going through and stuff. And so sometimes we just need to get it out. You know what I mean? And so I don't know because see, let me say it like this. I've been there where somebody told me, hey, they needed to talk to me, and they didn't talk to me, and something real bad happened. So I didn't know, like, hey, what is Jay? You know what I'm saying? Is Jay finna jump on a plane and go find this dude, or what? I mean, I don't know what is Jay gonna do, right?
No,
So
no, no. I mean, more often than not, if it came to that, first of all, it's gonna take a lot of stuff to get me to do that. But honesty, like really, I'm gonna be real. We need a freaking Punisher out here to start dealing shit to these people because I'm tired of innocent people getting put in people's bullshit. I'm just tired of it, and it's not right because those are children who haven't had a chance at life. And I can't, like I said, because I don't have, like I said, I don't have sons and daughters yet. I don't.
yeah,
If I did, please believe they're getting homeschooled like nobody's damn business, like I got homeschooled. And then that's the fear for me. Because when I do have kids, man, I'm gonna be probably the most worrisome fucking father of all time. Because, my son, my daughter, they're gonna mean everything to me. And the thing is, I don't know how I could put them in a school if like LeBron James said in his post, school is supposed to be the safest place for you. Supposed
yeah,
to be. As opposed to being in an environment where shots are getting fired off.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, man, this world has a lot of twists and turns in it, man. And so you never know. The best thing you can do is
Princess Kid.
pray and make good decisions. Now, how did these people know that they dropped their children off to school that something was gonna happen like that, man? They probably had no idea in a million years that was something like that would happen, but it did, unfortunately. Now the question is, what we're gonna be talking about tomorrow is the guns. How can we turn this situation and so these people didn't have to pass away in vain? What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do to far as try to make it so this will never happen again? You know what I mean? Because it's always gonna be crazy people. But what's the common denominator? The weapons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If maybe if he didn't have an assault weapon, I mean,
Yes,
why would you need an assault weapon in the city limits, man? Why would you even need an assault weapon in America, right? I mean, what do you need an assault rifle for? But you can go right to a gun shop and buy an assault rifle, right? Like this kid did, go buy an
right.
assault rifle, or same thing, you can go to a gun show and buy an assault rifle, and or order it online. You can order it online. You can't order it as put together, but you can order the pieces, right? They're not gonna do what you call it a background check. If I'm not mistaken, they don't do the background check if you order it in pieces. So you just order the pieces, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just crazy, man. It's just
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
So we're gonna be
Definitely.
looking at all that stuff tomorrow, man. But I just want to stop by, man, give you some love, man. I appreciate you, man. You always come in and give me some love, man, over there. And so we appreciate you. Hopefully you have a chance to stop back by tomorrow.
No, I
But
will. I definitely will. I'm gonna try to get off work early as quick as I can, and then I'm gonna try to get in there like around at least before 6 at least,
okay.
and then I'll
Now
stop by, and then I might if I'm feeling one up tomorrow, we'll do my chill out session
okay.
around 8ish. It was what it would
Uh,
be because I want
uh,
to spend time going on yours so we can talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
because I don't know if I don't know if you need to be talked behind the scenes or because if you need
Okay.
some, let me know. I'll put that time aside for you, brother. You good
All right,
today?
sir. Yeah, yeah. I'll be all right. I just like I
Okay.
said, I just want to like do this tribute to these. I want to do a tribute to these people, but also talk about just like I said, just a few things and just getting my thoughts out. Anybody who has anything that want to add to it, they're welcome to. And plus, most likely, like I said, I won't be uploading this stream. This is like a private one because I what I'm about to because I'm gonna play a song to those people and it might be copyrighted. I know I really don't give a shit tonight. I don't give a fuck about the copyrights because this is more important than your goddamn strikes. So like I said, I'm just gonna do that for these people, and I just want I just want to know people who actually who do or do not have family out there and have something to say. I just want to hear what they have to say. But thank you for stopping by, brother Clans. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man, I got
I'll
you,
be on
brother.
your stream tonight. I mean
Okay.
tomorrow.
All right. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Peace.
All right, sir. You be well. And I'm sorry, guys. I answered everybody in the chat. Princess K, I appreciate you being here, sister. To anybody who wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. This won't be a long stream, I promise you. This might be like maybe like 55 or like an hour, depending on that. Because I'm actually trying to put something together before I do the contribute. And I'm gonna turn on my light a little bit. Hey Tristan Draper, thanks for being here, brother. I really appreciate it. Much love. Thank you for being here, man. Like I said, I wish I was under a better situation and circumstances. I'm crying since last night about this. Shake my head. The loss of a child is indescribable. Prayers to their families and prayers to the teachers. Exactly, Princess K. The person who did it, then they end themselves. I don't know if they actually ended themselves or if they have them in custody. I don't know. I really don't know. David Little, I appreciate you coming posting there. Send your child to receive an education, thinking they were safe, just to be told they are on lockdown due to a shooting. You spend time waiting with no news just to find out your child is gone. Fuck. Shit. No, I get what you mean, Princess K. Not what you wrote is sad. It just I know what you mean. If he was, then good riddance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't care for that person's life. I care for the innocent people's lives who are lost. And I know it sounds like an asshole, but right now, I'm a jackass, and I don't give a fuck right now because I care about those people, those little kids, and the teachers who lost their lives. I'm not forgetting those teachers; they're there too. Well, at least whoever it was worth it, ending other people's lives because they can't deal with their own. My prayers are with the family. Man, it's a shame, man. I know, man. It is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Let's talk a better Black life. Shout out to Jay Takashi, knowledge and relationships, man. Intellectual box in the building. Thank you, intellectual soulbox. If you guys want to come in, you're welcome to come in. I'm gonna say a few more things, and in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna do a tribute to you. Tribute to the. I want everybody who wants to come in to join us in the 3-minute listening of the send off to those people. They were ended. Okay. Thank you, Primal. And guys, you guys want to know what's actually crazy? My food is right here. I haven't even touched it. That's the fucking crazy shit. And I just got done cooking it. I don't even know. Like I said, we need to start doing background checks. We need to have a stricter we need to have a fucking stricter control on gun laws. We need to do something literally, guys, because like I said, because it's just nothing but talk, seamless talk, and nothing, and no action is being done. And these fuckers just let this shit happen and just let it keep going on, and they don't do anything. And they're the worst kind of people because they're not doing shit. And yet people may not agree on things, but I think the most common thing we could also the most basic thing, the basic understanding to me would be the taking of anyone's life is terrible, especially young ones. I think that would be a common consensus that they would all think on. Would you not think so? Because it seems to me like you're more concerned about your position and your status more often than not than you caring about the slaughtering of anyone. And you disenfranchise yourself from the atrocity because you didn't have anybody there. And that personally pisses me off too. The disrespectful is disgusting, and you're the worst kind of person to me when you say, act, or demean anybody in that manner. Like I said, I'm doing my best not to be in my emotion right now. I'm not in it right now. Inside my brain right now, I'm slightly calm. Just trying my best not to get angry right now. But guys, like I said, this dream is not about me. This dream is about those people. They're taking, like I said, it's not my day. This is their day. Unfortunately, I think the best solution would be to provide. Hold on, Primal. I think the best solution would be to provide high level security at schools. This would also provide meaningful jobs for many in the security industry. I actually agree with that, Primal. I thought about some things because I didn't do all my research when I did the stream. Because this is in the stream about what we could do, what we can't do. This is me conveying my thoughts while also having some ideas that you guys might be able to come up with. I think the best solution, like I said, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I thought about having police posted out on different areas everywhere. Four different ways of like four like it depends how big the school is, but at least have a cop like four police cars like closer around the fucking school or three. One in the back. Well, actually no, four. So nobody just walks the fuck through and just do this shit. And you and I hate that to put metal detectors in school, but you need to do that shit. Have cameras on site, all of the above. All schools should have police detail. Facts. Like I said, guys, the stream is open to anybody who wants to come in here and add anything they might want to add to this. I still got more to say, but but I know everybody doesn't want to hear me talk all day. And plus, I'm not gonna go into a loop and just start saying the same shit. I would treat schools like an airport. That's fair. I like that better. But it's not about what I like. It's more often not like what's is going to be the safest option to protect our kids, our nieces, nephews, loved ones. Piece of shit. I'm more. Sorry, guys. I'm more disgusted at the act. It's the plus love and 100% the loss of life. We just had to like what just 2 weeks ago we had the store shooting. We had the whole store shooting, and then we had this whole man come in the church and literally just shoot a whole bunch of people, like literally, black people. And I'm just like, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I don't fucking understand. And I'll be real. This is the type of shit like nobody wants to even go outside anymore because of bullshit like this. Because people who are in places that should be quote unquote safe end up getting hurt, and that's unjust, unmoral, and unethical on every fucking level to me. I'm not saying it has to be a fucking utopia, of course not. But the thing is, in the olden days, if people had beef or problems, they would settle things with their fists, as opposed to going out getting a gun and taking care of problems. I'm wondering if there's even a shred of human decency to anybody in here. And I'm not questioning people in the chat, guys. Um I don't know what person your lives are all like. I might have spoken to you in a while, but the thing is, if you're going through a specific struggle, let the people closer to you help you with that, so you know so that you don't go off I'm not saying you will go deep in, but to make sure that you don't disenfranchise yourself to do what this type of person did. So and I apologize if I'm not saying anything, guys. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts right now and take breaths right now. He's shit. But like I said, guys, I don't have a firearm or anything like that. I was literally planning on going to the gun range with my brother this week. At least my stepbrother. Like, and he's a trained police. He's a trained policeman, and of course, just learn how to protect yourself with a firearm. But the thing is, I've been holding this off so long because I don't like firearms. I don't like guns in general. Even though I may have swords and shit, it's not gonna protect my family. But the thing is, if I ever do have the urgency and the moral self-discipline in order to use one, it would only be in situations where I know I have my own kids and my wife. That's what it's for. It's not there to go out there and hurt people because I have problems. It's one of the reasons, the reasons why. Because I always said I didn't trust myself with a gun because when you're angry, you do stupid shit, and that's why for me, I wasn't in the best. I'm glad I never had one in my hands. Um, I'm just glad I never really had one in general. But hold on, guys, give me a second. I understand. I understand that kept me up all night. I don't have kids, and this shook me. Exactly, Tristan, man. That's how I felt, man. And I was down yesterday, and now I'm like on and off right now. I'm not smiling. No, of course not. I don't even give a damn about the basketball game that's coming on tonight. Whether my team's playing or not, I don't give a fuck. I just care. I just care about to talk about this. Get my thoughts out. Hearing you guys in the comments. You guys chatting, what you guys think, and also what can we do to think we can do to remedy this shit. Because we talk about it, but like what actions can be taken? Like full on, like just we get it, we affirmative action, like right the fuck right now, and that we don't, like I said, see these type of atrocities ever the fuck again. I'm not gonna say ban all guns, but at the same time, part of me is like, fuck. Yo, Truth, I'm gonna let you on up, brother. How you doing, man?
How you doing, bro? What's
Wish I was
going
in
on?
better spirits.
Are you talking about the
Yeah.
incident with the children,
Yes.
bro? I
And,
just
and,
got
and
finished making a video myself about it.
yeah.
I'm,
I don't know if anybody else saw, but um, earlier Steve Kerr came out with Steve Kerr's speech. Really was what I was all thinking because he actually said it best. He shouted out our people. He shouted out the Asian people who got shot. The freaking Hispanic people who got shot. Shouted out every freaking race almost because he said he's fucking tired of it, and I'm like, I've been fucking tired with it. Every fucking year is a fucking incident, and it's like every time I hear this, bro, it's just like, what the fuck, bro?
yeah, I mean, this the thing, bro. I
Every
mean,
year, dude, in America, bro, I'm seriously serious about it. It happens every fucking year. No one does anything about it. It's like condolences to the people, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How about you do something?
it's not. Well, this is the thing, bro. It's going to continue to happen, um, and it's not too much of something we can do because it's The world is evil, man. The world is evil. People are evil. You know, we do things for selfish gain. And, for me, what I just got finished speaking about is, we had two incidences within the last 2 weeks
Yes.
of a mass shooting. And the one thing that bothered me about this, though, is why I don't see that much of an uproar. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see that many people going crazy like how they was going crazy last week. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And this and we should be upset, we should be hurt because these are babies, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. When you
These are babies. If any time that y'all need to tear some shit up or riot or boycott, whatever that shit y'all do or whatever it is, tear some stores up. Now this should be the time to tear some shit up.
right.
18 babies, yo.
Yeah, bro. I can see why.
Babies.
Yeah.
That is a parent's worst nightmare. Them parents and them children are going nuts right now. They are hurt. They are shocked. They don't know what the heck is going on. The question that's illuminating throughout every house is why? Why did this happen to us? Why did this happen to my child? That is the question. And that's the thing. If it ever was a time for people to act up and be upset, now is the time because innocence was taken.
Thank you.
They were innocent. This wasn't other individuals which clearly have skeletons, have passed, and no, I'm not saying that they had a right to die, but I'm
They're
putting it in perspective. These are babies, yo. Like we're talking about babies. He went into elementary school. They haven't even got a chance to even know what's the difference between that daggone fart smell now and when they smell fart when they get older. Okay? And I use that to make it a little bit light
I know
right now because it's heavy, man. It's heavy. When I heard that and I saw it, because I was in the middle of working, and I went inside of a store and I was on my way back out and I saw something say breaking news. I turned around and I said, "What?" And I just shook my head. And then all I heard was 18 kids shot. And then I found out the next day 18 kids dead.
Yeah.
Yo. This is crazy. But the thing is, bro, it's not, and I know everybody, the first thing they go to is saying, take guns away. And the thing is this, again, we have to look at the bigger picture of what's actually going on here. Because I spoke about this last week when we was all on the panel talking about this. I said something big is coming. This is not going to be the last one. Now, I didn't know it was going to be this soon, that it was going to happen a week later. But something big is coming. Before the end of the year, something life-changing is going to happen that hits this nation this year.
Right.
I don't know whether it's going into another pandemic. I don't know whether certain other things is going, legislation, laws is going to change. I don't know, is they going to move military? I don't know what exactly going to happen. But all I know, we do not want them to take our guns away, bro. Because once they do that, it's nothing to stop them from coming in your house and doing whatever the hell they want. They take your guns away. The police, you already upset how the police is doing things to unarmed individuals. Now you don't even have no protection to say, hey, you breaking my house, I have a right to defend myself. You take your arms away, you don't have the right to defend yourself now. You don't have nothing. So this is why we gotta be careful. Instead of, we gotta start understanding who people are. And they already talked about, his grandfather said, oh, I didn't know he was gonna do that. I didn't even know he purchased guns. This is the problem. We need to start being aware of what our people are doing, what our children are doing. This is the problem. This is the problem. You just allowing people to run roughshod, and what you think? People got problems. People got issues, bro. And that's why I try to tell people, we seem to think that our problems is the only problems out there. No, there's problems everywhere. People dealing with stuff that you don't even know they're dealing with, and then things that are way worse in their lives than it is in yours. And certain people handle things differently, and it's just it's sad, you know. Like I said, y'all know how I care about children
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, I'm hurt by this, seriously. So
Thank you for sharing it, sharing your thoughts, brother. Truth. Um, I just, yeah, I needed to hear other people on what they thought of this. And this is, like I said, this is more of a tribute stream to stuff to talk about this for them. This isn't for me. This is their day today, and this is to the families who have lost anybody, to anybody in the stream who has lost somebody from over there. My, like I said, my heart, my soul, they're with you. Like literally, I feel what you like. I'm not saying I said I literally feel all kinds of fucked up right now. I'm torn, and I, jeez, fuck. I, like I said, I wish. I don't know what I can say. I'm literally wordless. I don't want to say my condolences. I apologize. All I can say, all I can do is do a tribute. That's all I can do. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that you are suffering. And and I'm gonna say this: this should never happen to anybody's fucking kid. I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm cussing right now, because I'm very fucking pissed off. On the inside and the fucking outside. Jesus fuck. I'll never be able to understand the fucking mindset of humans who feel the need to go take another person's life, especially innocents. Like I said, the innocence of kids. Kids are literally things that get up and make you smile. They get on your nerves, but you love them regardless of anything. And if I even had my kids, I would not wish them gone. I would love them with all my heart. Nothing would compel me to hurt my kids. Of course, beat their ass when they do something bad, but not hurt them physically, mentally and physically, and want to end them because they're my pride and my joy. Whenever I do get them into this world, but the thing is, because of shit like this, makes me not want to have kids because fucking people do a lot of stupid shit.
right, and I don't blame you.
I'm
You
sorry,
ain't
like
got
those are
said
the
that.
people I want gone that I would take care of personally because because this has been talked about. The reason why there's no mass vigilantism in the country because nobody has any balls for it. Yeah, do that to me and see if I don't have the balls to take care of those bastards. Because I'm tired of them. I'm tired of unjust suffering. I'm tired of good people having bad shit done to them. And to all those people out there who are disenfranchised from this, don't come onto my fucking channel. I will rip your ass a new one. And I'm the last person to fuck with right now. Because of how I feel. And the things that go through my mind. So not anybody here, if anybody that says, yo, Jay, he doesn't give a fuck about people, get the fuck off my channel. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your problems. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. what I care about is good, innocent people more often than not, and I care people who are not disenfranchised from this, slash this slash desensitized from this. I care about people who actually really care about the suffering of others, and I care for other people, whether they're my race or not. I don't give fucks for that. No matter what color it is, it's not right to fucking go out and go do that to people at all. And like I said, if you feel that you're holier than thou or whatever, that you're better than everybody, well, trust me, karma's a bitch. I can tell you, it really does exist. But other than that, me going on a cussing rant, guys, this is like I said, this is dark days that we did not need it, and that we did not ask for these kids to fuck. Oh fuck, we didn't ask for shit like this to go down. And if I had my way, every person who would think of doing something bad would have been X'd out of this world, turning dust because of shit like this. And I told you, when you fuck with kids, you are the worst kind of person to me. That'd be the last time I have to say that. Your life is valueless to me. You forfeit your own, and you deserve every terrible thing done to you once you do that. So, yeah. The last time I say that.
It's crazy, man. It's like I said, you said it earlier. For those of us who have parents, and those of us who are around children, or the greatest thing is to look in their eyes. And when you look inside of a baby's eyes, a child's eyes, you just see, peace. And then, it's just nothing greater when, children are smiling and laughing.
Right. They give you energy and shit whenever you see them laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, we need that, because when you hear that at least allow you to have some little bit of hope that this world is going to be a little bit decent. You feel what I'm saying? You hear children playing, you see them laughing, they speak, say hello. They ain't even got to know who you are. They just speak.
Yeah. And like I said, I haven't visited most of my nephews and my nieces yet as much as I do. And I want to make sure I'm there for when they grow up until they become adults. Same thing with my future offspring. I never decide to have any. I just wouldn't. I'll be mostly be a little bit real, and this might be me. I wouldn't have my kids in America. I'd have them in Japan with me. Away from that shit. Where the crime is less than what it is. Because the shit is fucking crazy. And in truth, I'm not naive that think I can protect them for everything, but I'm gonna do I'm a damn well climb through hell and try.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care if my leg is shot off. I don't care if my arm is blown off. I'm fucking protecting my kids. I don't give a fuck.
Like I said, what happened to them kids is the parents' worst nightmare. I say it all the time. My kids keep me grounded a lot. And as far as with my kids also is, when they were born, that's the first time, I realized that, what love actually was. You see what I'm saying? Just looking in their eyes, and that you can see that they love you just because you're just their dad. They don't care about nothing else. And to know that somebody took that away from me, it would not be good for this world if that happened. I'm just going to be
I know, and
honest.
it's not good for me either, man. I'm not gonna be the same.
Yeah,
I'll probably be
that's
in a
probably what's
very dark
breaking.
place, and just
Yeah,
turn into something out of my something that I was trying to prevent myself all those years from becoming, and I would just turn into that. I'm gonna let everybody know that I would. The person who did it would get their just desserts from me. I wouldn't care about jail or anything. At that point, no. And
the
that's why I
best
said,
the best way I could explain how I would turn out
go ahead.
is the Punisher.
Same here. Same here. That's why.
That's probably about as close
That's
as
why I
you
agree. I actually agree with his method. Hmm.
get.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Say what?
No, I'm saying I'm trying to tell you. That's why I pray to God that that my babies be okay every day. I don't want nothing to happen to them, but also because I don't want to lose who I am. I know that would probably break me as hard as I want to believe that regardless of anything that I still would remain who I am, and I would want to believe that. I
Right.
would not say that nothing can break me.
Yeah, because anything can break us, and
Right. That
I hate
right
that.
there
I
probably
really
would
hate that
be
it does, but it's the vulnerability that we have in ourselves. You
right.
know, children make us vulnerable. Our wives make us vulnerable.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm gonna
would
be
be
real. Our family is my weakness. Is what it would be. And you heard one of my brothers would be my weakness too. I told my boys. I told my brothers this. You guys are my weakness because you're family. And don't take it as like Jay. like we're liability. No, brother, you're not a liability. I actually genuinely care about you. You guys actually care about me, which is why you went beyond best friend. You're actually family to me. Your mother loves me. I love your mom and dad. I even like your sister, even though she bratty sometimes, bro. I love y'all people. Y'all good people. I'd actually shed tears for your family, bro. That's how much I care about you. Platonic brotherhood shit, like shit's real. So yeah, Jedi, I'm gonna let you on, brother. Uh, um, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I couldn't stay for long because I'm getting ready. I have shows on Wednesdays, but I just want to come and just show my support to you.
Definitely, brother. I
Um,
appreciate you being here, man.
yeah, no, you already know. Says I know I have love for you, and that's up. That that's I don't see that ever changing. But
Same here, man. It's not changing for me either, man. I
mhm,
got too much love and respect for you, man.
yeah,
And
but
to
with
me, I
that,
see you as one of the best of us, to be honest.
mm-hmm. And but I said with that, I'm not gonna take it unlikely. Um, uh, take advantage of the time that we have. Just to realize that we've been struggling. That I'm gonna talk to you. Um, I was going through the same stuff like Lily 2 weeks ago. It was kind of weird. It's just like, we were both going through some at the same time. We really didn't know it, but we just had our own lives we were doing. You know what I mean? Um, but just everything that's going on like this week and stuff. A lot of stuff been weighing on my heart. And I'm just trying to make sure because like every moment you feel like you give up on humanity, give up on yourself, all this stuff. Um, and and to me, it breaks my heart, and I still have hope in people, you know, and and as much as they know they have faith in me as an individual, I know I can't let them down. I can't let you down either, and that's why I'm saying I have faith in you. Make no tell us just to stay strong.
Thank you,
I
brother.
know like this life. I mean, everything going on, just the sickness, things that are going on, the heartless acts that are happening, the ignorance, the people just want to continue fighting, all this stuff, and really, and it was a lot, there's a lot of this stuff weighing my heart. And anyone who knows me, I'm not trying to um be part of the BS. I'm not trying to join a circus
Thank
of
you.
foolishness. Um, and I know at my age, I know that that might be difficult. You see a lot of it, but I'm just trying to be out of that And yes, it feels difficult that you might seem like you're alone, but I know I'm not, and I'm just letting you know that you're not, Jay. You and I know we're gonna talk very soon. I just gotta get some things in order, but I'm just here to show
Your
my
brother.
support to you. Love you, man. Then I'm gonna hop out, but just wanted to here give my 2 cents to you, man.
Thank you, brother, for being here. Do what you got to take care of, man. Graduate. Do what you're setting out to do. I got love, man, respect for you, and like I said, man, I think you're the best of us, my man. I think you're gonna do great things. And the thing is, um, like I said, whether I consider you a brother or not, I consider you a brother. That shit ain't changing.
Same here.
Like I said, man, you got too much. You've got too much potential, love, respect, and a lot of masculine energy to not do anything. And that's why I see a lot of good hope in you.
Mm-hmm.
I place my bets on you, Jedi Mike.
Hmm.
Not anybody else. Because like I said, my educated brothers out there, like you, those are the ones I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
All in all,
Yeah.
brother, you be safe. Love you, man. Like I said, and just do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. I love you too. Also, salute people in the chat. Sorry if I sound a little bit difficult. I had to put some numbing in my tooth. I get go to the dentist and stuff. It's
Oh,
kind of
it's
swollen.
cool.
So,
It's cool,
but yeah,
brother. It's cool, man. Trust me, I'm done with
just
it
want
too.
to show support people in the chat and everything. And I just people just don't. I just kind of encourage people in life, not just to merely exist, but just to live life, but also not know and be present. I don't know anything. If meditation and prayer is for you, I encourage that for you.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I'm asking everyone in the chat, and I'm asking you Jay too. I'm asking you to prioritize your peace. Prioritize your peace, and no one can take that from you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care anybody get defensive about it that maybe you disassociate with some, from them, or also dissociate from a position, a job, or assignment, whatever it might be. Protect your peace. That's all I
Yes,
gotta
sir.
say.
I'm gonna take those words to heart. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
sir. You have a
Yeah.
great night and be safe, okay, man?
All right, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon, man. All right, y'all take care.
Man.
Bless.
Good night to you, man. Simon, how you doing?
Oh shit, you pulled me up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
How you doing?
Trying to be all right, man. Trying. Shit is fucking crazy.
You know what, yeah? It's been a lot going on.
Yeah. It's one thing after a fucking another, man. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so what I did was...
Thanks, Soul Shader. I'm not sorry, my bad, Simon.
I don't know why my logo ain't coming up, like my avatar ain't coming up. I don't know why that is, but
That's cool.
I didn't do that on purpose. But what are you saying? You got a minute? Can I bust a can I bust a lyric?
A lyric?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's respectful. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. It's totally respectful. So
Right.
I got the lead attorney is a superhero. Lapeef is a superhero. Sir Hell Speaks is a superhero. B9 is a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
E Black is a superhero. TJ Randolph is a superhero. Anton Daniels is a superhero.
Okay.
Tawana is a superhero. KA is a superhero. Shannon Rolls is a superhero. Courtney Michelle is a superhero. Clement is a superhero. He that's not, if you want to Google it, that's not going to happen, but yeah, that's cool. Kevin Samuels is a superhero. Sean is a superhero. Mr. Rocker is a superhero. Yell at Night is a superhero. Lucky is a superhero. King is a superhero in such words. Chef is a superhero. Black Man Unfiltered is a damn superhero. Sir Hell Speaks. Salute is a superhero. Osei Judaction is a superhero. Miss B Finesse is a superhero. Even Mr. B4 is a superhero. Trash Can Waves is a superhero. What the Funk is a superhero. Sheree is a superhero. Kayla, not Kay, Kayla is a superhero. JP with the smoke, she's still a superhero. And Courtney with the B1 is still a superhero. Wally, that's my guy. He's a superhero. Hanifa is a superhero. Suzette Speaks is a superhero.
I know who Suzette is, yeah.
JT, he's accounting for everybody in the black community. He's a superhero. Car's car may be undercover, but he is a superhero.
I know Cars. Yeah.
Truth is never favored is a superhero. And I understand JP came in here. OG Patrice is the ultimate superhero. There's a list
Gotcha.
that we do not allow for our people in this present day and age to actually acknowledge. It's ridiculous. Why are we, it's crazy. Like, for the younger people, especially, our people are putting their lives on the line. And we're here clicking and ticking and going boom, boom, boom. JP pulled up. The only reason I acknowledge JP is because she is real in a real sense.
Hey, JP. Thanks for being here, sister.
Hey, JP.
Peace.
And
Thank you.
regardless of what people think of her, it's momentary. So it's a matter of, like, she has to do, it's like anything. You go into work. If anyone deals with a 9-to-5 job, you can only deal with only certain things at certain times. So everyone has their own interests. But us as a black community, what are we about? It's really about, is that your interest, or are you sort of just trying to, like, do that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Jez, please.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I just wanted to come up. I saw you eating and looking miserable at the same time. Your face is all frowny, and I know
Yeah.
you're a deep young brother, yet today it seems a little bit extra. Daniel just got home, so I have a little bit less time than I thought, yet what's going on with your spirit, Jay Takashi? Peace to you, Simon.
Yeah, I wish I was in better spirits. The whole incident and an amalgamation of all the shootings that happen every fucking year. It's just fucking tired of it. Fucking tired of it. It's crazy that a white man like Steve Kerr comes out and actually says stuff that I wish everybody would fucking say. He brought us up. He brought the Asians up who've been suffering. He even brought up the kids. It's crazy.
when you get to that point, we understand domestic terrorism for what it is as adults. Yet children have no clue. And they expect that when we as parents send them to school, we're sending them to the next safest place for them to be. And I continue to try to tell my counterparts or cohort that our youngers are witnessing a whole lot more pain and strife than we are. And we need
Yes,
to show more grace, more compassion, more empathy.
yes, ma'am.
So I just wanted to say to you, though, even in spite of all of those things, and yes, there have been, I think, 27 school shootings,
Yeah, I
okay,
know like 10 off the back of my
in
head
five
from.
months. That's a lot. Yet you hold this space open. Aunt T had a space open just a little bit ago talking about Mercury. I'll hold the space tonight. There are those like you, others who already have that empathy in themselves who will open up the space. And for a moment, it'll feel icky for you, but other people are going through it a lot longer. So I appreciate you. And I know,
Yeah,
you get up here and you're not sure what to say or what to expect because it's just so
yeah,
gross.
I know.
It's
This is
hard
like a
to.
more is more just for people who want to speak about it, or more often than not, this is more of a tribute to them. And like I said, this is going to be a private stream. It's not getting uploaded at all. This is just because I'm gonna play a song that as a tribute to them, and I want everybody here. It's gonna be 3 minutes or something, or four, and I'm just gonna have a background in it so I can show respect to the people out there, the best I can do, because I'm at a loss for words, and this is another reason why I don't watch. I tell people I see a lot of things on TikTok news that pisses me off about fucking people, and this is just more affirmations that a lot of people just go out and do these acts, atrocious acts, and nobody bats an eye at it sometimes. It's other people that are hurting. Until it actually happens to you, then do you really care? I'm not one of those people. Like I said, kids are innocent. They said they should never take part in your fucking circus or bullshit. I wasn't inviting kids to my shit bullshit at all. My nieces are my nephews. Like I do every trust me. It's just a struggle every day to even be alive here, to actually go to put up work and come up here and talk to other people of different ethnicities. Is what it
You
is, and not it.
you are the growth and the hope, though, and take comfort in that. I don't mean to say that as in a way to make it burdensome to you.
No,
Yet as someone
speak your truth.
who sits in the middle between so-called elders and youngers, you are right behind me, and you're a young man who understands the importance of culture, community, diversity, and inclusion without commingling those things and turning them into some type of an odd understanding of what it is to be a good person. So, yeah, you see the terribleness that's in the world, and yet you open up the space so that someone can come and speak, um, commiserate, or just relax and understand that they're not alone in the feelings that they have at this time. So,
Yeah.
I appreciate you
Yo,
for holding
Jay,
Okay.
like
Thank you, JPM. Yes. What's up, Simon?
I'd find it really interesting to actually understand like what you actually feel right now because I think that's important. Like,
Okay.
you
That's
know,
fair.
because it's not something that is going to be a one-off.
No, it's not a one-off. Trust me. This is stuff that accumulates over amount of time, and then when you finally can't take it anymore, you snap and break, or you have a breakdown of yourselves. Trust me, it's hard even to be in a good mood sometimes. Not for me. It's just more often than not, like everybody has a day that they don't feel like doing shit. That's regular. That's how it is. For me, it's more often than not just have a pop, try to have an atmosphere that where I can feel good about some things. And I'm not one of those fucking stereotypical dudes that just say like, we'll have sex with a woman, you'll feel better. That's momentary. I don't do that. There are other things that I do to do that besides. Well, I don't do that. That's not a main thing to go to. That's something I would do with my person I care about. So it's more often than not a case of me just understanding myself,
So,
knowing what I got
like,
to do.
one-to-one, like, dude to dude, man to man. What do you do? Do you sleep on it and sort of try and figure it out?
Yeah. Sometimes I sleep on it or I spend a whole day thinking about it. I really gotta be away from the internet when I do some of this stuff because this shit can influence you, and I realize how toxic it is, and you
It's
gotta
good, right?
desensitize. You gotta desensitize yourself from this. But the thing is, that takes a lot of practice and work.
Mm.
And sometimes I'm not consistent on some things, but I'm trying to be better at it. Push to
Yeah.
create a degeneration next that goes across all ages now. Thank you, Scar. I haven't seen you commented on my streams in a while, but I'm glad you're here, and thanks for sharing me your thoughts.
Shouts to
Who's tall?
Car, man. Car's
Thank you.
knows. Like,
Thank you. He's judge me. I respect that, man. Thank you.
he knows,
How I'm
man.
feeling more often, Simon. More often than not, man. I'm wondering how I've not gone crazy yet. I'm wondering why I don't turn into Frank Castle and go take matters in my own hands and just take care of the people who.
But you could do that because
Yeah, I could do that, but
you
the thing
feel
is,
it.
I have to be
It's
pushed.
the energy. It's the energy.
I have
Like
to be pushed to do it more often than not.
we have it in us. Like that whole battlefield is, there's the external battlefield and there's the internal battlefield.
Well, I would like to say this, and then I'm
ahead,
going
JP.
to. I got to go ahead.
Oh, don't go away, JP.
I have to. I've got family things to take care
Oh yeah,
of
you got
for my
to
9:30
I
stream.
want you to hear much as well.
Then I want
Go
to
ahead.
say this. Yes,
You
you
have so much
could
to add.
go to war, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Yet you said that someone has to push you to that. No one has to push you to protect, right? So that you understand outright, innately in Jay Takashi is some type of protective understanding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So perhaps holding on to that and figuring out ways that you can protect your community without actually having to go to war is something to consider. We've got to posted a video or watched a video earlier and one yesterday. One gentleman walking around with a sidearm protecting a woman in the middle of the street, and then another one. Hi, Nathan Daly, and
Hey
then
Nathan.
another
Woo!
gentleman heard a
Nathan.
young
Nathan,
woman.
come up, bruv.
Yeah, I got the
Um,
link in chat for you.
and
But go ahead. Take
another
time.
gentleman heard a young woman yelling from her home, beating on I mean from an abandoned home, beating on a window and saved her life. She had been held captive there for days. So there are men like you who can protect and are willing to protect, and we take comfort in that, even if the so-called spaces
Look,
or even the world would say it's not true. So
Right.
JP,
I
what you're
appreciate
talking on, like, is some serious stuff.
it. Yeah.
Because, like, I will, like, my daughter, like, wow, like, if anyone treaded on her toes, like, I collect her from nursery, and if she's got a shred or something, I'm going, in my mind, buck wild.
Yeah.
Right? But I've got to reduce that down and go, okay, this is my first learned experience.
Hey, no work. How you doing, man?
About what's going on. And she's taught me so much about women.
Hmm.
She's
Yeah.
taught me so much about, and I, given the conversations that I've experienced over the last year, and even in my own relationships, like I've been in multiple relationships, like, but as a man, I've always seen a woman as a sexual object, right? I've never got beyond that point until I had my child.
Nathan, if you want to come up, please come up, bro. I like to hear. Go ahead, Simon. I'm sorry to cut you off, brother. Go ahead.
No. It's your platform, bro. Tell me what to do. I respect that. Nathan's there. Nathan is like, dude. Do you get what I'm saying? But wow, she's teaching me so much. she shows me so much, like from a feminine perspective, like this whole feminine narrative. I don't know, like how can you understand that unless like you've raised a woman. I'm raising a woman. Like I'm in the back door raising a woman. I'm like, guys, can you help me out? They're like, no.
Nathan, I'll give you 20 minutes, brother. I'll be on for 20 minutes just for you.
Sure, do you do?
And when you hop on, I'll do the tribute. That's what I'll do to them.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, it's
Simon.
a new age. Like I'm just saying, it's interesting. I ain't down in dudes. I'm just saying, like, unless you're raising a female, you need to listen to females, because like the females that have given me perspective, most of the time is like 9 out of 10 accurate.
Okay.
Cool, Jay. Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. To go back to how I feel, dude, like I said, it's a combination of 50-50 right now. Half calm, half like angry right now. Starting to relax more often than that. And this shit is just crazy, man. Like I said before, man.
You're dealing with death.
Guys, like, I told everybody, man, if I have my way, they all be exiled of this world from the shit that they're doing. Any people who cause unjust suffering to others, who just want to live out their lives and have peaceful lives with their significant other or with their significant other and kids. That is unforgivable. And all the trades that I have, I've kept it under control for a good amount of time. Marcus, I'm with you on, brother. And thanks for being here, Marcus. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro. Can you hear me good? I know there's like some wind in the background.
You're fine. We can deal with that. But my thing is, no, you're cool. And my thing is, and like I said, I got so much rage, so much anger sometimes.
What's up, JP? What's up, Simon?
And it's just like I said, it's a battle every day to try to keep yourself in good light and to keep yourself in good spirits, as JP would say. So I never want to bring up that person out of me again. Like I said, I'm not putting on the facade that I am chill. I am chill sometimes, more 65 to 70 almost sometimes, but I was not, trust me, I was not a very good person when I was young. I just had a lot of anger towards a lot of people. And that made me want to get rid of myself. But the thing is, I did not involve others in my bullshit. That's the difference between me and that person. I did not involve others. I just concerned my family with that. And I got professional help for it. So I want everybody to understand this. I'm not lying when I'm telling you. I did try to do that. But I never involved anybody in my shit. That's the difference.
Yeah, but Jay.
Go ahead.
I don't necessarily think, but the issue is sometimes some people are not supposed to mingle with everybody.
Of course.
I had this exact conversation with one of my students today.
Oh, you're a teacher?
And I ain't gonna go into that. But what is
Well, you said students, so I'm assuming you're a teacher then.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta tell the profession if you don't want to.
I'm gonna speak to JP about that. But what I'm saying is like
No, listen, you guys share. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I do that. But what is some people have juxtapositions lives, right? So what happens is it's like
Thank you, Soul Shader.
it's like you get the nerds, right? And
Mm-hmm.
everyone downs the nerds in the early years. But they become more successful in later years, where you get the more popular kids or people or young people or older people, whatever. And they're all hanging out, they're going to the club and blah, blah, blah. But come 40, 50, they're isolated and they have no one around them. So what it is it's like what it is like you might just be that type of person. You might be so knowledgeable that the people in your younger age do not understand or comprehend that. So what you just got to do is just drill through it and acknowledge that, you know, God is telling you something, and saying, look, you're not that person, right? You're supposed to be over there. You're not supposed to be mixed in the madness, because there's madness going on.
Right.
There's all this gunshot, twerking, crazy stuff going on. You see it on the internet, blah blah blah, right? So you're not supposed to be in that mix. You're supposed to be the person later on in life that becomes something, given your knowledge, given your stature, given your curricula, and given your character. And you know, when I've gone on blast with certain people, that's all I've said to them. That's all I've said to them. I've been like, yo, Jedi's in the back. He hears me.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeky. Look, don't get me wrong. Like I wasn't coming at, look, Kay, I love Kay. Like she brought me into this fear in the first place.
Okay.
You young'uns need to realize that it's a time thing. It's not a go thing. Because that's what that's what you're seeing is it's like on the internet, like you see all these broads. What am I supposed to do? You know, it's like, I'm supposed to tap into all this shit, like, and you innately think, that's not for me. What's up, Black David?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I was listening to you on my phone that I decided to go on my PC because I understand what you're going through.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
I would just say this. What's going on right now is something I've already foreseen for the past 20 years. And I've been saying this for too long off camera. I think we in a society that people have constantly, and I'm going to repeat it, constantly overlook what they got themselves into. What happening today is a byproduct of ignorance. Let me bring it to your table. Before this happened, did everybody forget Sandy Hook?
No.
Columbine High School shooting?
No,
mass
it's always
shooting?
there.
Yeah.
There have been up to 4 mass shootings already in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
About a few hours ago, they arrested a teenager who had an assault rifle with loaded ammo near a nearby school. This is the state that have what we call open carry. There's no restriction. There's no bylaw. You don't have to go to take any kind of classes. You just buy a gun, and that's about it. But we're the only nation on the planet that have the most mass shooting, and we haven't gone through half of the year yet.
Right.
That's one
Every
thing.
year.
Beside that, let's go a little forward back. There was a natural disaster that took place in the South. And one particular, I think happened in Kentucky, yeah. One particular company told their employee not to go nowhere, even though they were giving a hurricane warning, and forced people to stay at the site location and losing their life over a job. Now, if that was England or any other country, that company will be hit with massive lawsuits, and the people who are responsible will pay hefty price or go to jail.
Yes, sir.
Now, all this shenanigans been going on for the past couple of years. We have crooked politicians want to come out of their mouth and say, "Ain't no kind of gun law can stop the mass shooting." But if you look into history, there was one in particular that was predated back in the '80s that prevent people from buying automatic rifles at one point, which reduced the crime rate tremendously. That had been documented, but that law got expired. They didn't try to renew it and allow it to fade away so they could go back into selling guns again. Now, reason I'm bringing it to the attention, you need to understand what nation you live in. We got crooked politicians that people do not pay attention to. Slide under the crack into the office, make all these kind of stupid laws. They have in the system today that allow these such things. Now, I remember back in the 2000s, a lot of people were leaving the country in droves. Some went to Europe, found how life is over there is better than here, burned their U.S. passport, and never want to come back. Within 2012, the same thing happened again. But this time, about 5 to 7,000 African Americans moved to Africa. Why am I bringing this idea up for? People saw what's going on in the nation they live in and had to make a logical decision. What would I do? We have so much division within the black people, but we keep forgetting we're the most divided race of all the ethnic groups. But we don't build no collective power to put certain people into office to fight for our agenda.
Yeah.
That what I tell people need to go back and learn their civic lessons. They were taught back in the 80s. Nathan's here.
How you
He
doing,
know
Nathan?
he know what I do when it comes to these things.
What's good, everybody?
How you
What's
doing,
going on,
brother?
my brother?
I'm sorry I was under better conditions that you joined the
Shit,
stream.
I heard that deep ass voice anywhere. I know who it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nathan.
Shout out.
He don't wanna leave my struggle pack, and I'm not gonna let that one go no time soon.
Let
What's
me
good,
see
my
this.
man? Like David, you good, man?
I'm good. I'm just questioning things that I see things because I kind of ask myself this question. When I'm going to start being divided within ourselves and start to realize the more we divide it, the more we lose. That's the problem within the black people. People can tell we have a black community. That came back and ask, what black community do we have? We are so divided in so many small factions. For what purpose? What do we gain by that? At the end of the day, we don't have our own collective power to put certain people to office to get better law that protect us and our family. Unethical are putting the resource together to get proper people in office to get bills that will protect them, not us.
Correct.
Well, Martin on filter, even though he's not, I don't expect anybody to be perfect. At least he's doing something. As I watch it from for the past 3 years, I learned a lot of things that I could have learned in high school, but they hid it from the books. There are things are being done in our face that unless you go to the level what Nathan have done as a police officer, you climb into the rank and learn all these laws and why these laws are passed for specific reason. And then they have policies, they have they have things they put in place to make sure it happen a certain way. For state like in the South that have open carrying laws, what do you think you have people going down there buying gun in mass number then drive up to the north to certain communities to sell it underground? Like when I hear that same talking about Chicago, oh you got strict gun laws, but you don't have border control in Chicago. You don't got border control in Illinois to check every single car that's coming in to see if they have guns or not. Are you gonna have every state to turn that state into a country to enact some kind of crazy border patrol to monitor what you bring into the state? Because that's too much tax money coming out there if you think about it. I'm just thinking logical.
Right.
Because it's easy for me to take, if I want to be grimy, I'll take a car, drive down to Texas, buy a truckload of gum, and bring that thing right back up. As I'm going to the toll, you're not gonna know if I have gun in my trunk. Because there's no metal to detect that. I can come into the city, find find some underground people, let them know, oh, I got X, Y, and D. send people over here. What's stopping them from buying the gun from my hand? Ghost gun. Seen that in the movies. What am I allowed going to do? If I went to remove the serial number of the gun, you cannot trace it. Or if I went to manufacture it. It being done, I thought about it a long time. Like, this is going to be a big thing. Okay, we got 3D printers. I thought it was a good thing. At the time, I thought it was a bad thing. People think they only use 3D print for printing the plastic stuff. No, they got metal 3D printers as well. What we need to do, have someone with a crazy idea hook up a PC to a metal 3D printer and start making his own stuff. So how these ghosts gonna come out in this? Like, come on. There was a warning sign when they heard someone want to put in the blueprint on how to print your own gun. The legislators knew about it, but did nothing about it. You know, you can pass a lot to prevent such things from happening. And because in thinking about it, the internet, you can trace the digital signature where the thing comes from. You can hold people accountable. You can trace the IP address. Like, come on. How they counter out all the credit card fraud, the 13 IP address where they run these machines from and start doing these raid. Like, you have this going on right now to this day. With the mass shooting that happened recently. The guy put them on social media, and I've been saying it so long. When social media gets so big, you don't have enough money to hire admin to monitor certain section on the web. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't buy that BS. I got money, but y'all don't even want to do it. Today's social media capitalize on negativity far more than positivity. They make their money off that. Best believe that I'm an IT professional. I'm not stupid. The first social media platform I actually worked for as a college student was collegeclub.com. That was the main blueprint for all the social media that you have out today. Every social media platform was built based on that building block. They collect the data to see how people think, how people act, how people respond, what make them trigger, what make them happy, what make them cry, and etc. Then you have stuff like Snapchat, which I told parents for more than several years, it's not meant for kids to have on a damn phone. And lo and
I
behold,
love you, black dude. But what's going on? Like, are we trying to actually build up our
no,
community?
what I'm saying, we in a society that people are turning a blind eye, and they say have it done right in their face, and don't
I
realize it leads
understand
to
that, but
repercussion.
that's people external. So, like, let's say I turn around to you and say, "What do you want to do? What are you going to do?"
I'm coming from an IT professional. The thing that
He's
I've
coming from
saw
I
an
over
don't
the
know.
years,
I
get it.
don't want to know about your profession. I'm trying to understand, what do you want to do? Like in
There's not
terms
much we
of
can. No, let me tell you. There's not much we can do right now.
why? Why do you say that?
Let me say it again. You in the UK, I'm in the US. In the
That
US,
you,
let me
no.
no.
Hold. Can I just say something for a second?
I get what you're
Yes.
saying,
Like,
but I'm trying to be logical. I'm trying to give
you're
you
in
an
the
answer.
US. I'm in the UK. There is like nothing that stops me from getting on a plane right now
Hmm.
and coming to you right now
And I get that. But what?
on a basis that you had an idea, right? It's not.
Mhm.
It's not. It's not sort of like I'm not coming at you like. I love your perspective,
I
and
get.
I get, because I relate to it. But it's like I find that it's very incremental with most people's thought processes in terms of what the fuck do you want to do? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like how long have we been speaking about this? Like, do you
And
want to
Simon,
actually
I get what
do
you're saying
something?
because here the thing. I be that one person who I keep his eye out there, ear on the ground, observing everything that take place for more than a decade and a half. When I saw certain things that come up, I look at, I research it, and I study it, and I predicted what would happen with these certain things. When I tell even my peers that shit, long before this sort of thing going, people think I just making things up until
No, and
the chain reaction
I totally
happens.
relate to you. I totally relate to you, and that's why we clashed, because I find that you clash with people that are most relatable to you. So, like, when you stated certain things on other platforms, I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, because that's just how it goes.
Right. Simon and Kenyan Born, I will give you a chance to speak on this
Go ahead.
further in a second. I want to let Nathan speak because this is his first time here, and I
No
know I
problem.
want to know what he
It's
thinks about
Nathan.
this.
Nathan here.
Yeah, Nathan's here.
Oh,
And
Nathan.
I'm gonna
What's
Marcus.
Hey.
Marcus, I gotta put you below me for a second because he's speaking. I do this to
No
everybody.
problem.
Thank
no
you,
problem.
Nathan. I really appreciate that shit.
Yeah,
What's good, Simon?
you're doing
Yeah.
great.
Man, yo, Jay, appreciate you, man. I turned on YouTube. I was just finished editing the video, and I was like, oh shit, I said Jay's on. So let me see if I can jump on real quick.
Thank you, brother.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah,
Thank you.
what are the like David was talking about, just overall, what are the division in our community. I think one of the biggest things that we have to recognize is that this is by design, right? This is done intentionally. And I think I'm not mad at people who proclaim to be the enemy, right? Like, you can't get mad at them. This is competition. This is a competitive game, and they're looking to defeat the players in the game. I think it's really just that simple. I think that our community has taken an emotional response versus a competitive response, and that's why we're not doing well collectively. And we're going against people who don't care, and it's about money. This whole thing, man, is about money. And to be honest with you, as I started doing more research, especially about the shooting, I wouldn't be surprised if they hired someone, brainwashed someone, use whatever type of military tactics they use to do what they do, whether they created like a, what do you call it, Marcus? They call it like a false something.
A false sense of security.
No.
False mindset.
They call it like a false flag or something, or some type of.
Are you talking about like? Can you say
Marcus,
me
don't
what
do
you
it.
just
Don't
said?
do it.
Don't do what?
Wait, I'm confused. Just repeat because I kind of felt out because of the wind. My bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
wind. You said
you
something.
outdoors.
Yeah, you're outdoors, but you said something and you went out. Say it again.
Yeah, it's like a some sort of like a psyop that they do on the people. You'll have like the military.
Oh,
The
like
CIA.
like
Oh, I know
mental
what you're
warfare
talking
and
about.
stuff. You mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So the government's good at, like, they go overseas and they put together these acts. They'll act out events, record it. It looks real. Then they'll send it over here and play it on our news, and we'll believe that,
Hey, Tommy.
something. What's good, Tommy? We'll believe that it's actually a real event that's occurring. They usually they call them psyops. Like a psychological operation that they actually
Yeah, it's all for
perform.
propaganda and fear.
Yes. And that's a big thing. Our country is an expert at it, man. They are, when I tell you, like, they are good at that, they are like, they convince you, about the Iraq war, weapons of mass destruction, 9/11,
Expert.
Gaddafi, and though these people might be bad people, but they're not necessarily probably bad like the way they're trying to label them to be bad, right? And so they might be doing something that threatens the empire of this country. and therefore, they have to sell an image to where the citizens will be on board in order for them to vote or get behind a war effort or something to that effect.
Nathan,
Mhm.
that's cool. I get it. The thing is most people won't get that shit.
True.
And I think it's an ongoing conversation. And I also think that we are privileged to have people like you in this sphere.
Thank you.
Because you, the lead, black men stepping up and doing their thing. Incredible. Freaking incredible. 10 years, drag it back. Did we have this? No. Wow. It's just to see Nathan on the news and all that sort of stuff. And why should we see that on the news when he is going through that on a day-to-day basis? It's hardcore. I deal with this every day, right? How many clients are you seeing? Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
How many people are you seeing? How many laws and it's being laid down on the paper. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're going, okay, this is our community. I'm part of this community, and it's rife. I'm not personally part of that situation, but I've got to turn my key. Like I've got to turn my key, open my front door, and do that stuff. Why? Look, Nathan, I give you props. I'm not saying, bruv, like, wow. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's some serious stuff. I ain't even tripping on that shit.
Well, what's interesting is there's so many levels to the conversation, and I think some of us get caught up on the surface, and we don't recognize that there's so many layers, and you can't. It's like playing a video game, and there's a boss that's right in front of you, but you can't play that. You can't try and compete with that boss, right? That boss is at 150, and you're at level 5. Now the game will let you go over there and play the boss, right? But it's a death wish as soon as you go over there. You have to level up before you can go and see the boss. And this is like a Final Fantasy thing, right? You can only go and traverse so many places because you're not strong enough. You don't have the resources, you don't have the tools, you don't have the weapons to actually compete. You see everybody else doing it. You see the other teams playing in the same game, and they're doing well. And they have the tools, they have the dedication, the communication, the commitment. They have everything needed. Now you're still a part of the game, even though you can't fucking play, right? The game still has an impact on you, whether you're leveled up or not. So the problem with our community, it doesn't matter where you are. If your skin is black, you're part of the community, and that's the problem. Because Simon, if you come over here tomorrow, best believe it, you're part of you're part of the community. No one cares where you were born. I don't care. See, the enemy
just be sober,
care, right? The enemy doesn't care. The enemy's job is to divide and conquer. The problem is we know all of the tactics that are being used against us, and we ignore them. You know, that's the problem. The problem is it's not a secret. It's absolutely not a secret, right? We know every single tactic, technique. I mean, you had you had Joe Biden talking to what's the rapper's name? The chick? The female.
Me, Charlamagne the God, the idiot radio host.
No, well, not that one. The girl. I can't think of her name.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Oh,
You
that
had
other idiot.
yeah, and then Charlemagne. So this is how they look at us, right? We have so many educated
Cardinals B. That's funny.
Yeah.
Tommy B.
Cardinals B. Yeah,
It's funny.
it is funny.
Yeah.
So and JP, the aspiring matriarch, says she disagrees.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wanted to put her comment on for a second.
Yeah.
She says,
Let's talk about that. And there's nothing wrong with her disagreeing. She said our people have been competing. No, our people have been participating. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between competing and We're participating. We are participants in this system. We're not competing. We're absolutely not competing at all. No form or fashion, because competition requires unity. We might be competing on an individual level and we're competing against other people. But see, we're competing against each other as a community. We're competing against other ethnic groups, other minorities that come to this country. There is no competition on a united front. What we are participating. What do I mean by participating? We lend our economic strength. We give our economic strength and value and resources away to other people, right? We are the economy of every other ethnic group in this country.
Shit, I don't know about you guys, but make friends with rich white people. They'll get you to places.
Yeah, they'll put you on.
And I've been saying that for a decade.
Yeah.
No one want to listen. You don't know what to talk
and
about.
they vet you. They'll vet you and put you on. And they don't have a problem.
Crazy.
They don't have a problem sharing knowledge. But again, they're not going to put, because the problem is our culture. Our culture is so dysfunctional. So I think JP with the follow up. I agree with that. He said we are competing to be the best assimilators. Yes, this is true.
I agree with that.
This is absolutely true. And then when she says we need to become separatists, everybody's a separatist. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know where that, everybody, the concept of separatists, but
yeah, I know what it is. I'm thinking
I'm thinking in reference to Malcolm X's concept of separate but equal. It's like, it's okay for us we need to be economically separated.
Yes.
Right? Where we need to have all of our own. And if we want to join in on other people's stuff, we have that option as an option. Right now, we have no options. We have no black options.
Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that?
Tommy's B's here. Oh, shit.
Which part?
What up, Tommy?
The separatist part.
What's going on,
How's it going, brother?
Yeah, I just got a fucking a text last night from my oldest daughter's mom. They fucking had a fucking second grader out here that they caught with a fucking fully loaded pistol with a magazine and everything. That they caught it with him in his desk.
A who?
A second grader with a fully loaded pistol in his desk.
I don't know how this stuff is happening, man.
I don't know either, man.
Well,
It
like,
is
to be
happening.
honest with you, because we went through this a little bit growing up, but it wasn't school shootings. Just I don't know if you remember, Nathan, back when remember when we used to wear the starter jackets, the Kings and the LA Raiders and the LA Kings. It was real popular back then, and then they outlawed them in California because what was happening was the gangs, and then the baggy jeans. They started outlawing the baggy jeans because what people would do was act like they injured their leg, but they'd have sawed-off shotguns in their pants and stuff. So we've seen something like that, but it wasn't for school shootings. It was more for like gang type stuff, So, but I mean, I used to come to school with a little 380. So I mean, it's hard for them to catch.
Colonel Simon.
How old are you, bro? The guy that just
Jay Takachi can get J Palm comment back on. I want
Which
to talk
one?
about that part.
Right here,
That
what she
one.
said. Yeah, this right here.
Yes, because I remember I addressed that topic a few months back.
Oh, Simon.
She said everyone is a segregationist. We need to be separate, get our own land, sustainable product and homestead. Last I checked, we already have one. Last I checked, people want to go back to one.
I know
Last
what
I
you mean.
checked,
Yeah.
a lot of European and American company at where government are trying to prevent people from going back using mind psychology. But like my Nathan they have been saying for too long. Only a very few countries have caught on to it based on their highly educated leader, aka former warlords.
Okay.
And they're doing that in their own country, but slowly but steady. They ain't trying to go too fast because they know once people start to catch on, they're gonna make some kind of assumption they're doing X, Y, Z and trying to shut it down. That's the problem.
No, I got
And
you.
that started back in 2012, 2011, 2012. People have been making that move already. I referred to one particular YouTube channel, Wode Maya. This man had went all over Africa for more than 3 years to showcase what had been done that have never been mentioned on no media station in the US. Period. I got family connection in my country, both in high places and low places. I don't call her as much, but when I do call, I get information what I need to make a better judgment call. Okay, what I'm gonna do next.
all right, chill out, bro.
No, it's some money over in Africa, man. We got
It
a
is.
What?
old Bay Area rapper named JT the Bigger Figure, and he
What?
moved over to I believe Nigeria, and he over there getting a bag, bro.
Look, I'm
He
married.
is getting a bag.
I'm married an African chick. Like she is straight out of Uganda. Like
Now, I've been telling people this thing for a past couple of months. I'm just making it up. If you do your homework for the next 6 months, when I say 6 months, you go to that guy's channel, that other YouTuber collabing with him and going around to other places. You find out what been going on for the past 10 years. You'd be shocked and surprised that people have been quietly, secretly, you even have celebrity doing that and they're making sure nobody reported.
I think
I'll
that's
say it
why.
again. We have black
Yeah,
celebrity are making secret move as long no media catch on to it.
Black David, then Akon got a nice bag over
I
there,
was
didn't he?
just about to say
He got a crazy bag
you,
over there.
How do
bruv,
you
He
know
got
that?
and
like
then he got
random
tapped in with some
celebrity.
Chinese.
Like we
And if
will
I'm not
be.
mistaken, I think he got access to some bees, like some billions. Like
And I
he
know.
super tapped
He
in.
mentioned he have over $1 billion credit to run multiple corporation in Africa.
Really? Do you know that? God,
And no one
Black
catch on to
David,
that.
like I love you to death, like, but at the same time, like you be pulling up some crazy stuff, like
No, it is not, it may sound crazy.
what you got
But
those. What
but here it
have
is.
you have
Recently,
you researched that?
Well, what he's doing is he's setting up solar cities over there. So
You just,
he's basically setting up
bruv,
cities to run
bruv,
off
you
of
Hold on,
just
solar
Simon.
panels.
you just bought that
All right,
based
all right.
on his speech, like pattern, like that's crazy.
here's the
Like,
problem with the African government when people don't catch on. When they have a certain club that have connections with multilateral corporations to do business, they allow them to work in the country. My country, for example, let's say
bruv,
Nigeria.
look,
My
bruv,
classmate, no, let me
That's
explain
my
something.
wife, my
Simon,
Let me
let him
explain
ex-wife.
finish.
something. Let me explain something.
Simon, hold on, Simon.
Look,
Simon,
my
you gotta let.
ex-wife is from where you are, so like I understand where you are in this place in these YouTube streets, but you can't do that. Like I've got, like I know what it is. Like I've no grievance against you. I love you for your perspective, but at the end of the day, like I know what it is. You know, like you're busting it upon these American dudes, like blah blah blah. But it's like no. Sorry. I'm just saying, can you please give me some sort of perspective on what you're talking about? Because, like,
And that's what I'm trying to explain.
All right, Simon, let him go. Go ahead,
Give you a
Kenny.
perfect example. I got a high school classmate. We went to the same high school in Nigeria. His father was one of the biggest auto dealers in Nigeria at the time. My uncle worked one of the major government / telecommunication company at that time. They both know each other. I didn't know that back then. The boy went to college, graduated, took over his father's business. Mind you, I keyword if I were to order dealer. The boy took his father's business, converted to an auto manufacturing company, which he know his father have connected with people in the government, whereby they make that deal. Right now to this day, he wanted one of the major rival of auto manufacturing to this date in Nigeria to this day. It's called Lansington Motor. It used to be an auto dealership. Now they're manufacturing truck that had help with the Chinese. He showed this update about 2-3 years ago, if I remember correctly. And I told him in a text message, I know you're doing a big thing, but be careful what you get yourself into. God, I know what's going on. He got a rival who also doing the same exact thing. China have been doing this since 2011, 2012, during the election period. They dumped most of the United States debt and they were investing in Africa. They were giving out predatory loans to multiple African countries. Some countries can afford a loan while others could not. And they could not afford a loan. What would happen, these certain countries will have to turn over their land that have certain resources that on that particular land. The Chinese will use it to mine these resources and stockpile it up for a particular purpose. If people keep forgetting, Africa is like a mineral resource gold mine. Every country controls a particular region. China know if they can establish a stronghold in business, the U.S. can do nothing about it. They use the same tactic the U.S. do on housing industry on African countries, giving predatory loans with some sick interest rate. And when it's time to collect, they cannot pay, turn over your land. This has been heavily documented. I always stay close to what's going on, and not only in my country, Nigeria, but neighboring country as well. And I've been wondering when these leaders, some of them are crooked as hell, only care about themselves and their money, and some are good. They've been going on for a while. I'm an African person. Any African immigrant pay attention to what goes on in their country because 9 times out of 10 in the US, they come here to work, make their money, a small portion of the money go back to their home. Nigerians have been doing that since the 80s. When they make a certain amount of money, they build a so-called mansion for themselves so they can live like king back there. Due to the interest rate come to change the dollar to the naira. That is a known habit among African immigrants. If they climb the rank in the industry in the US making 6 figure or more, they won't go back. They stay here and have like a stronghold over there. That is the known thing. It's not new to me. This has been discussed among African immigrants for many decades of what to do. You don't have a stronghold in Africa? Come to the US or to the UK. Build a name for yourself. When you get up to that level, then you're able to go back and build a stronghold. If you like, you can run for office. Look at Liberia. All the past presidents for Liberia were American breed, not African breed. I'm an African immigrant. So when you question an African immigrant, it's kind of funny. You think I want to know what's going on with my family over there? Come on.
Yo, bro,
You serious?
I love this dude.
No, Simon, Simon, you go next, and then we're gonna do this tribute thing, and then we're gonna have this convo behind the scenes. That's what we're gonna do. Because I want to make sure that we show proper homage and tribute to those people who lost their loved ones the other day. So get what you got to get out real quick, and then I'm gonna do that, and then we'll end it there. Okay.
Peace.
Rock out. Simon?
No, I was just saying peace, man, bro.
Oh, okay, I got you. No, I want to make sure you're able to get your what you want to get out real quick. That's all.
No, I had nothing to get out. It's just like, the thing is we're just learning. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear me. And what happens is certain characters pop up. And for me, personally, I'm God driven. So God provides me with whatever seeds I need to plant. God provides me with whatever faces I need to see, that I need to encounter with. God provides me with my life, my footsteps, my minutes. There's no digital God. So when I see someone like Black Man over here, I'm like, look, please challenge me, because I love that. I'm not gonna be trying to do some doc shit, but he has so much to say. Like I break whatever he has to say down, and whatever he has to say, I'm like, damn, maybe you need to pay attention to that. Maybe you need to pay attention to the person that's actually paying you some sort of attention. The fact that I'm actually able, and I mean able, like I had a stroke in 2016. I wasn't able to sort of text, I wasn't able to get online, I wasn't able to talk to people, I wasn't able to do shit. So I really appreciate anyone's perspective. You know, Jay has brought through something that's interesting, very interesting. Brought through, you know, the fact that us as Black men could just not go too deep. I know we could go deeper than that. We know if we wanted to.
Of course. Everybody here knows that. Trust me.
We could do that. We could go raw, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the balance, and the integrity, and you know, solace. For me, is
Shit, it must be happy hour in the UK right now.
hey, bruh, Marcus, you know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm talking about, because you've been in those battlefields, right? You
Yes,
know
sir.
what's
Yes, sir.
going on. You damn well know what's going on, right? Because if you don't see those brothers tomorrow,
Yeah, not I hear you.
I know how you can carry on kind of smart, like, well, it's like, look, I'm like that every day, like, bruv, like I wake up and I'm like, I don't know, and you know, because you should know, at least, because you've been there. If you haven't been there, you don't know. Like, you should know what that is. It's not like I'm detracting from someone who hasn't been in a battlefield. But if you have been in a battlefield, you know what that is, right? That's your brother. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I could be distracting. I could be this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'll blow something up against you. Not verbally. I'll blow something up against you. Tomorrow you don't see your mother. You don't see your cousin. You don't see your nephew. You don't see your, you know, loved ones in any sort of sense. What does that make you? Okay. Like, we're all humans. What are we trying to do here? Are you trying to build a community? All right, let's go. Let's build a community. I'll put everything I have into you, because at the end of the day, if I don't, it doesn't make sense. Why am I here? Like, I could just do Fresh and Fit, buy a Lamborghini, right? Why am I here? What are you doing here? What is your purpose? And certain people have died for us to actually do what we're doing. So what are you doing? So fair dues, like, you do what you want. You don't have to have me here. Clock me, block me, whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, like, it's got a bit boring. We know, like, there's certain players that are in here. What do you want to do? Like, let's either continue with what we've chosen our purpose to be or not. Because this is getting really silly. Really silly. We're grown men. Are we children? Or, you know, I've got a child in my fucking bed right now. I've got to raise her for 25 years. Minimum. Your parents did the same thing. Same thing. What the fuck are you? You want to come out here acting like some sort of gangster? You want to come out here talking like some sort of Teletubby, talking nonsense. Nonsense. We are grown frigging people. Get a grip of your community. It's really serious. Get a grip of your community. If you're actually serious about it. Otherwise, just talk. Do your thing. There's nothing holding you back about it. Pull up chats about cats. Get a cat, buy it, and go, oh, this is my cat. And pull it up on fucking YouTube and do shorts about it. It's like, what the frick? Nathan knows what I'm talking about. It's like, look, when you're out there and you're dealing with some serious stuff, come on, people, man. We've been through a pandemic. A pandemic that has happened in like 100 years. And we're out here playing. Playing.
I think the problem is I think the problem is, man, they, again, you know, you're dealing with master manipulators, and this is something that they're very skillful in, the workings of the mind. If in martial arts we have a saying, if you can control the mind, you can control the body.
Exactly.
You know, and all the push-ups, all the bench pressing. Shout out to Tommy. He getting swole lately. I see him. Black David with the struggle pack.
Very sexy with that Nigerian snake.
I'm still working on trying to get my show back on again.
Man, one of the most dangerous things, man, at the end of the day, shout out to you, JP. One of the most dangerous things at the end of the day, you can build your body up any kind of way you want it. But if you're not building your mind, you know, you're done. This is why in X-Men, Charles Xavier was the strongest mutant. You know, he didn't care about your power, what you thought you had or what you thought you're capable of doing. That man get inside your brain, it's over. It's game over. It's game over. And that's what our enemy has done. They have infiltrated our mind.
Yeah.
And that's why you see this lackadaisical response. You know, this is why you don't see people galvanizing. You know who the enemy is, yet you're still killing each other, right? It's
correct.
There was a mutant on X-Men who she was a psychic. She had the ability of confusing her enemies, right?
Oh yeah, you mean Moonstar? Yeah,
Moonstar, man, and you end up just fighting each other. No, you looking at her, and you just start fighting each other. You know, you This is the trick bag that they put black people in. And it is so effective, man. It doesn't matter how gifted, talented you are. None of that, all that stuff is irrelevant. It's like this is why I think this thing is more of a spiritual situation than anything else, because this is something that, man, you could tell, you could put a brother right in front of you and give him the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and he'll still turn around and do the opposite.
Yeah.
Still do the opposite. There's a lot of work here. Some people are saying that this shooting was more of a sacrificial situation. They do these things right before elections. They conjure up, deities and things like that. We can, like Simon said, we can really go deep in this thing. But just keeping it mid-level. The reality is there's what do you do, right? We can talk about the problem all day.
Right.
And Jay, I don't want to hold up. I know you want to do. Let me touch on this real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
Hand it
I
back.
want you to rock out.
And
then I'll end it. Don't worry.
All right. The reality is this, right? At the end of the day, we're not going to be able to wake those who are asleep, right? And the more you try to rock somebody, you only end up rocking them further back to sleep. You know how it is. It's like trying to wake Black David up. You about to just, it's like rocking a baby back to sleep. When he tired, he tired. Our people are so tired, so tired. And you can't wake people up that way. It's going to take it's going to take something so chaotic, so detrimental, so devastating to get our community on the same page. Because to be honest with you, though we complain about certain things, our community is addicted to white supremacy. It's addicting, it's very addicting. And I told a brother the other day, I had a conversation with him. He wants to tell me about how he wants to separate from white supremacy so bad. I asked him, I said, I did an interview with him. I said, sir, do you know where your water comes from? He couldn't answer the question, because this white supremacy YouTube is feeling real good right now. When you wake up, everything, he was trying to get on me about being an officer and said, why would you want to do that job? You're participating in white supremacy. I said, the moment you wake up out your bed, you're participating in white supremacy. You have no control over that. We got to stop pretending. You mad at my profession because my profession holds you accountable. And granted, there's not a lot of great officers out there, but there are some great officers out there. The reality is, if you complain about white people and send your kids to a public school where they're teaching white supremacy.
Hey, you ever heard of chaotic truth?
Oh man.
Okay, Marcus, you didn't have to do that. But like I said, we'll talk. Actually, that was needed because we needed a lighthearted moment in here because I know this has been like a really intense stream.
Sorry.
And also, I appreciate the atmosphere that everybody has brought here. Especially you guys put me a little bit of better spirits. But like I said, I'll be better tomorrow, of course.
The fact that Jake can actually accomplish this.
Say what?
The fact that Jake can actually accomplish this is, I'm going to do this whole thing about superheroes. List everybody.
Right.
And you're included.
Yeah, he listed everybody off. And shout out to Simon for that. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Jay Pam here. Shout out to Canadian Born. Shout out to my man Tommy B. I didn't think he was going to show up, but he here. And my man Marcus. Like I said, I love everybody here. If anybody,
remember to call me when you need to.
Yes, sir. Definitely, I will.
You take some carrots with you too, so that you can be healthy while you're having the conversation. Cake's not allowed with Canadian-born Nigerian. I found that out the other day.
I already had a salad just now, so yeah, I'm good.
Put your beta carotene in. It's important.
As long as it's not meat.
It's 100 degrees out here. I'm eating ice cream sandwiches. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I know.
I'm in Cali. I'm in Cali, bro. It's like 105, dog. I'm so goddamn hot out here.
Listen. Where I'm at, it's about 115, 120 degrees right here. So,
bro, I got a nice joint ready for me to spark, and I don't even want to smoke that much right now. It's so hot, bro.
Okay, so Tommy, I'm gonna give you this piece of advice. Two things. One, when you're extra warm, make sure that I don't know your cannabis understanding, but just mild things that have worked. One, when you're extra warm, to do like the blueberries or the purple indica types. And then two, any equipment that you have, put it in the refrigerator, especially if it's silicone or glass, and get it nice and cold.
Ooh,
It'll
that's
help
a
with
good
getting
idea,
smoke
JP.
down.
That's a hella good
Yeah.
idea, JP. I didn't even think about that. Look at God.
Amen to
Send
that
me an
one,
angel.
brother. Amen.
Send me an angel. Shit.
And,
Hey, and then
and
eat your carrots, and then that will help make sure that your terpenes go a long way.
Just
yeah,
don't
that
get
was
her
it,
started on
guys.
peanut butter. Don't get her started on peanut butter.
No,
Can you
that was
imagine,
good. Trust me, guys.
Tommy
And
about to
that's
go
how,
on
and
a
I'm gonna
weed
say to everybody
detox
here,
until J Payne give him the
Start
antidote,
somewhere.
and he said, "Oh, I can get back
hold
to my
on.
weed again."
Oh,
Okay.
Marcus, I got some shit called peanut butter breath too, bro. That shit get me loaded.
Hey, if you have that with a peanut butter and egg sandwich, you will be off to the moon. I'm
See,
just
now you
saying.
about to give me
Yeah,
that,
you
J-Pam.
see, we go on this conversation behind backstage,
That's
y'all,
a
Oh,
because
I'm
munchies.
sorry.
now,
I'm
That's a
sorry. My
munchie.
bad. My
no,
bad.
cool. We go on this conversation
I still want
backstage
to
because
help
now
people
you
lose
bringing up
weight
stuff
and
that I
getting
really
fit,
didn't
not
talk
get
about.
fat for the summer.
Look,
Hey,
I just
cannabis.
want to sort of acknowledge Nathan.
So what?
I just want to acknowledge Nathan because Nathan has actually given, you know, years in the game. Like, I don't really think people appreciate that shit. Like, being a police officer is some hardcore shit.
Yeah, our father
No,
was.
Nathan's underrated. That's the problem.
I
People don't
mean,
know how much wisdom he has.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold
what
it
do you
against
do
you.
for a living?
I think the problem
What?
is
No. What you? I'm not asking you what you think. I'm asking what you do for a living. What do you do for a living, dude?
Me, I would say this. I'm a data support technician. My title is EUC data support lead. I'm working for the auto industry, where I'll be taking care of the whole North America, at in NAFTA.
I wasn't actually.
So I'm
I
doing
wasn't
multiple
actually
clients.
asking you. I was asking the dude.
So I know when I say certain things in
Black
big
David, I know what
corporations,
you
I
do.
see that.
I was asking the I was asking the dude beneath you, like.
I'm a truck driver, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a truck driver.
Have
Yeah,
you
I'm
ever,
a
Hey,
driver.
have you ever experienced
not
like,
every Tommy from America doesn't have a job. That was that one cat on that one show.
I mean, it would be good to sort of turn around and go, look, what do you do? Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's not what we do on these panels. Like, we sort of turn around and just go, yeah. But it's like, damn, like, it's not easy being like this or
Well,
that. So it's like,
to be
what
fair,
do you actually
Simon.
do?
To be fair, Simon. To be fair, on other platforms, we have talked about, depending on where you're at, who's asking. We have given our backgrounds to people. It's just that maybe you weren't there presently at the time.
Yeah.
Marcus, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the dude beneath, David.
He does it all the time, man. but no. But all in all, guys, I'm gonna do this tribute real quick, and guess what? We can have this conversation backstage. It's gonna be like a 3-minute thing, but after that, I'll end it there, and then we can have our conversation because I need to talk to J Pam about that freaking eggs and peanut butter that got me going and thinking about something right now. I don't know. I might get a try. Don't think I will say this before we do the tribute real quick. I have had banana and peanut butter sandwich before.
Mhm.
I got it from a TV show. It's actually pretty good. You gotta chop it up though, but it's good. I've had it before. The
You can
eggs,
make
that's
French
good.
toast.
Oh,
Stuff it. It's fantastic. Come on, y'all want it.
okay. I'm not against it. I'm just like yo, the stuff we come up with. To this day, I'll never get over it, man. All right, guys. Like I said, it'll be thanks for tuning in. This is gonna be a 3-minute tribute, and then after that, we're gonna head out. And thank you for all the people in the comments for being here. You're welcome to take part in understanding the song because it really speaks true to what needs to be done in the world and also about you as a person. And it's one of the most recommended songs that I've given you. Mr. Best, you're gonna be in the back with us. So hold on. I know you. Yeah, I love when he came at the very last second. I love when people do that, man. I'm like, dude, I'm about to end it. You just now come in. Yeah, but hold on, guys. Hold on. I have to pull up the banner and everything, and then I have to mute us. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And guys, also in the comments or in the private chat, let me know if you can hear it, because I'm gonna take us off for a second. Well, I'm about to mute us all.
You must always remember, life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when so much is on the line. But you can make a difference. With courage you can set things right. Give to dream and make dreams real. It's yours and mine. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one. Each of us is chosen. There's a mission just for you. Just look inside, you'll be surprised what you can do. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key to the power of one. Then one by one, we can make the world a much better place. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart, then flows through the soul and changes the world. Imagine how life will be when we stand in unity. Each of us holds the key. It's inside of you and me. Each of us holds the key to the power of one. The power of one.
Everybody, you can unmute your mics.
Oh, Tommy left?
Yeah. No, he's still here. Yeah.
That was a
Okay.
beautiful song.
That was for all the that
Was
that
that
song.
Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey?
No,
That's
Donna
Donna
Summer.
That's Donna Summer.
Oh, Donna Summer. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Oh, 84. No, he knows. Thank you, brother, for knowing that.
I know my music, baby.
Thank you.
God damn, Marcus, you was way the fuck off.
Way off.
Yeah, bro. When you hold on.
Let me get a peanut butter and egg sandwich.
Hold on. Let me say this. To be fair, there's only one person that could have sung like that back in the day, and that is Whitney Houston. So I don't blame.
No, fuck no. Whitney Houston would have blew that motherfucker out the water. Fuck no.
Different ranges,
No.
different
I'm saying
pitch.
if that's all
Way
he
different
knows, then I'm not
ranges.
gonna
No, I would say
blame him
this.
for it.
For my
But
mom to have a bunch of record she had, and I listened to Donna Summer and Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston range is a way
It's
bit
larger.
higher than Donna
larger.
Summer.
Yeah.
Way higher.
Yeah,
It's
it's way
way
higher. I
higher.
know. I'm a
Even when she was young, without the crack.
Yeah, Whitney Houston have you crying. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she had me crying to her shit when I was a
The
kid.
only person who could compete with her was Mariah Carey, but even though Mariah Carey tries it, she's still not on Whitney Houston range. Period.
Oh, you crazy as fuck, Blake David. Nah, Mariah Carey up there. Mariah Carey,
Mariah Carey range is higher. Her voice control is not the same.
You hear what I say?
Yeah, exactly.
Whitney got better voice control.
Well,
I
it's
say
different.
Whitney
It's different
Houston.
type, but
Watch
she
my brother.
definitely hit that
Tommy,
note.
So glad to hear from you, man.
I say Whitney Houston
Holding
without the
feels
crack.
all right.
I know, but I'm telling you, bro. If you hear that early Mariah, she was in some goddamn. She's the closest to Minnie Riperton I done heard.
You know what?
I
You're
knew
right.
you was gonna say that
I'm
name,
glad
Tommy.
you
You
said
know
that.
music,
You're
baby.
right about that one. You're right about that one. You're right. The early one.
No, you can't do that.
But
That
nobody
motherfucker
got the
high,
voice control of Whitney. Whitney is like Michael
Yeah,
Jordan when it
well,
comes to
Whitney,
singing.
Whitney is the
well, I will
Whitney's the
say,
guy.
her and Randy got some amazing voice control. Amazing fucking voice control. She just ain't got the highs that Whitney got.
Mm-hmm.
What you know about voice
And
control,
there's
bro?
Tevin Campbell before the crack.
What you know about voice control?
So what y'all saying is I'm gonna see all of
Oh,
y'all
I know
tonight
about
at
voice control,
9:30
baby.
with your theme songs, right?
I'm a
What do you
former
know?
choir boy.
I love that. What do you know about voice control?
I would just say that I'm a former choir boy,
That's
so I
fun.
understand
By the way, it's 64 to 58 right now.
I'm watching it too, Marcus. I got on mute.
Who's ahead?
Boston.
Boston, baby.
I don't understand that language. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take it.
No, it's cool.
Sports.
It's a scoreboard, but also it's terrible.
I haven't understood that language since Penny and Shaq were playing together. Okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Damn.
It's pretty much over. They let them motherfuckers embarrass them. I told them it's done. Listen. I bet money on the Golden State to beat their ass, and it's gonna happen. Steph Curry gonna rape the Celtics. Grape in this case. Yeah, go Steph Curry.
All I know, yesterday,
I'm gonna
the
watch
guy
the
lost his
right
cool.
over
Steve
Don't
Kerr,
worry.
he lost his
You're
mind
fine.
yesterday. He didn't want to do no press
I just
conference.
need
He
to
was
say
real
that.
beyond pissed off, and I watched it clear from beginning to end. That man
Honey,
was
watch.
pissed
You
off.
gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax.
Who, him?
Wait, what he said?
We're not on no more. That's just the end of it.
He said Mariah Carey's overrated. He gotta relax.
What?
Nah, not
He
even.
has to relax.
Yes,
Watch,
he is a
watch.
little
I
bit.
love you, brother. And I
Not
love
even.
Greg, but no, I'll reach you overrated.
You understand Steve Kerr? He's a very passionate dude.
Beyonce,
And that
who's
thing hit
overrated?
home to him.
There you go,
What you
Beyonce.
say about
I get what
Beyonce on Beyonce's internet? She better
Beyonce
chill
is
out now.
overrated. Very overrated.
He is overrated.
Thank you
God.
for saying
She
that.
belongs in the top 5 with the ladies, but she is
Two
overrated.
brothers.
Hold on,
Listen.
hold on.
None of y'all give respect to Alicia Keys and Lauryn Hill.
I do. Hold on. Okay,
Alicia
first of all,
Keys is great. She's a great artist, but she
Alicia
can't
Keys is
sing
in the
like
top
that.
3. What you talking about?
Hold
Alicia
on.
Keys is a great artist. She's a great
Hey,
pianist,
Marcus.
but she can't sing like that.
Marcus, when we
What
talk
about
music,
what about
I
Jennifer
need you
Hudson?
to just go ahead and sit that one out, big dog. You way off tonight.
No,
Way off.
no, y'all don't want to respect Lauryn Hill.
Jennifer Hudson and
and
they
Nah, I
Bob.
respect Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's a great lyricist, but
he's
she can't. She ain't no Whitney Houston.
Hold on.
Is that
Listen
a
very
Watts?
carefully.
What up, Watts?
Yo,
Hold on.
Watch what up, Dick.
Everybody, thanks for tuning into the stream.
Are y'all really